what you say, but all I hear is noise. I don't have time for trying my love.
Yellow. Hey, welcome back to another cleaning video. So last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, this shelf fell in the sink and it scared the crap out of me. When I tell you, I mean, I wasn't even really asleep. I was trying to sleep. When I tell you I jumped up out of the bed with the quickness, like hubby woke up as well, but he was all slow to get up. Like, I swear it was so loud. I thought somebody was like breaking into the house. And I know I'm probably being dramatic, but literally that was what was going through my head. Like, I was so freaking scared. It made such a loud noise. So, when he got up, he was like, hubby went to go check the house and he's like, I'm pretty sure it was in the bathroom. And I thought that the noise was downstairs. And he was like, it's the shelf. It fell off the wall. So I'm just happy that nothing, it was nothing major. But we are starting off with the bathroom. We're in the bathroom suite in our bedroom, and we're going to get this thing nice and deep cleaned. Obviously, I'm starting off with the tub. I tried to get up as much of that potting mix as I could, and then I threw little man's toys in here, and I'm just going to throw some pine salt, way too much of it. The bottle just kind of slipped out of my hands, and I ended up pouring too much of this. But I'm going to let this soak in some pine salt and some soap, and just let the toys get nice and disinfected for a bit, and then I'm going to rinse them off really well, and we are going to just get this bathroom nice and deep cleaned. I already took the rugs downstairs and I threw those in the wash, so I have those washing while I'm getting everything cleaned. But I hope you're having a great week. Happy Thursday. The week is almost over, so that means we are so much closer to the weekend, and I hope that you are doing well. I really hope that you are taking care of yourself. Let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Heard before, you're not that special. Just give it up. I think I've had enough. I'm too busy loving my friends. I ain't got no love to spare for you. I'ma be that girl to the end. It don't really matter what you do. Guess I have to tell you again, 'cause you haven't got the news. Boy, you really need to understand that I don't wanna be your girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be your girlfriend. All I want is time with my girlfriend's girlfriend. So I don't wanna be your girlfriend. I know you want me, boy, I can tell. So deep under my spell. Sorry, not sorry that I'm no help, 'cause I'm full of myself. Boy, don't you worry, you'll find someone who wants you back, but that is not me. So give it up, haven't you had enough? I'm too busy loving my friends. I ain't got no love to spare.
So I took everything off of the surrounding part of the tub, and I'm just going to get this deep cleaned. I sprayed it down with some Dawn dish spray. Of course, I went in with some Bar's Keeper Friend. This stuff, I love this cleaning product so much, and I just got in the tub. I had the towels, I already had them down, and I switched them out anyway, and I used a couple of them in front of the tub and in front of the shower when I clean it, so then that way I'm not like slipping on the floor, and I have something to kind of dry my feet off. But this tub, just the way that it's structured and designed, to get a really good deep clean in here and get the walls and everything, it's just hard to reach and lean over, and it hurts my stomach. So getting into the actual tub and just scrubbing it down is a lot easier. I know it looks like it's probably not, but it really is easier doing it this way, and I really just feel like it gets a good deep clean when I actually get in here and scrub everything down really well.
I'ma be that girl to the end. It don't really matter what you do. Guess I have to tell you again, 'cause you haven't got the news. Boy, you really need to understand that I don't wanna be your girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be your girlfriend. All I want is time with my girlfriend's girlfriend. So I don't wanna be your girlfriend. No, 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 no. Girlfriend. No, 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 no. Girlfriend. No, 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 no. I never wanna be your girlfriend, girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be your girlfriend, girlfriend. All I want is time with my girlfriend's girlfriend. So I don't wanna be your girlfriend, girlfriend. No, 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 no. Girlfriend, girlfriend. No, 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 no. Girlfriend, girlfriend. No, 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 no. Girlfriends, girlfriends. So I don't wanna be your girlfriend, girlfriend. No, 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 no.
I tried putting that shelf back on, and I don't know if it's it can't really be the nails, because the nails are a perfect size for the shelf isn't that big and it's not that heavy. And the other shelf is doing completely fine. I know that the reason why it fell is because I actually watered both of those plants last night. And I think the way that it was placed, maybe it was too far forward, and that's the reason why it dropped. But I don't know if I'm going to put some anchors in there or what, but I'm just going to have hubby fix it when he gets home. So we are moving on into the tub. I've got the tub, Lord, the shower. I got the floor nice and scrubbed down. And let me tell y'all, when I'm cleaning this shower, what has been going on? I am just over looking for cars. So if you didn't know, we have been in the market to get hubby a new car. His car is going out. And if y'all hear background noises, little man's right here playing. So for the past 2 months, at least, we have been looking for cars. And it's mainly been because I have, more time than hubby does. I mean, when he gets off from work and everything, we look together. And obviously, we've been in it together. But as far as like doing the research and all that stuff, it's and looking for everything, it's mainly been me. And I have looked everywhere. When I tell you, Auto Trader, cars.com, Carfax, private sellers, OfferUp, Marketplace, everywhere. I've been everywhere trying to avoid the dealership at all costs, because that really is not a route that I want to go, that we want to go. That's like the last option really that we would like to pursue. But let me tell you, it has just been such a draining, frustrating, and daunting experience. Like, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just over it. The good things, so the positive things that I've gained from this is that I have really been learning a lot more about cars, and we have narrowed it down to the year and the make that we really want to purchase. Like, we don't want to get something that's just going to be a beater and that we're going to have to, probably purchase another car in a couple of years. But we also want something that's reliable, but not something that is going to break the bank. Especially in this economy, y'all, y'all know, everything is just so ridiculous and ridiculously expensive. Like, people can't even, some people can't even afford to put food on their table. So everything is just inflated, expensive, and just ridiculous. So this last one that we did go to a couple of dealerships just to look at the cars in person. This one particular dealership was not it's not a major, we haven't been looking at huge major ones, so it was like a smaller dealership. These cars were so rinky-dink. Man, the way that they make the pictures look compared to you actually seeing it in person is crazy. It's crazy. So we went to another one, and we actually had our mechanic come out and look at 2 cars, do an inspection on the 2 cars. So the owner of this place, I could already tell that he was weary of us getting a mechanic, because I don't think that that's something that a lot of people do. But one thing I am going to do is protect our investment. I have made so many financial mistakes in my past, y'all, that I am not trying, I'm not trying to do none of that stuff. So we had him come and take a look. We had already test drove both of the cars, and he test drove the car as well. And there were a couple things that needed to be, the control arms needed to be replaced, and the alternator was not needed to be replaced. It was going out. I learned that it's supposed to be at 13 to 14 volts. So anyway, me and this guy, the owner and I, when I tell you, we were going, I'm sure he was so sick of me. And I told the mechanic, and I told hubby that, hubby was just being quiet the entire time, because we already discussed what we were going to do. I was going to do the talking and the negotiating and things like that. Cause I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm good at that stuff. So anyways, while the mechanic was doing his inspection and everything, like I took a video of how the alternator was performing. I took screenshots of the control arms. I was doing all of that stuff, you know. So he left, and then I told him what our concerns were with the car. And oh, no. He immediately started getting defensive and saying that our mechanic doesn't know what he's doing and that he's not a good inspector and yada, yada, yada. And so I straight up asked him, I said, okay, I said, so who does the inspection of your vehicles before you list them for sale? Oh, I do. I said, are you a mechanic? No. But I've been doing this for years. I've been selling cars for over 15 years. And so I know how they operate and yada, yada, yada. And I drive them around for 3 days before I list them. And I said, okay, so if the alternator isn't bad, what should an alternator be operating at? And he's like, oh, well, 13 to 14 volts. And I said, okay. So I showed him the video. I was like, why is this one skipping? Like it's going up and down and is running at about a 12. Well, if the alternator is bad, then the car wouldn't even run. Well, it obviously is, because it's literally coming up as a code that like it's going bad. It is going, I mean, the car was still running, yes, but it was going out. And then I showed him pictures of the control arms. That's normal. I said, okay, so right here where there's visible damage, it's normal for it to look like that. And he's like, yeah. And the car was, I will give him that, the car was low mileage. And he was trying to tell me that if the control arms were needed to be replaced, that you would hear noises, which is an indication of that. But also if there's visible damage, then they need to be replaced as well. So I basically told him, I said, okay, are you going to take off the X amount of money off of the total price? And he said no. So we walked. So anyways, that was just one of the experiences that we had. So I got the shower nice and cleaned. I finally remembered to pick up a squeegee, a shower squeegee. I got this one at TJ Maxx. It is pretty, I think it's stainless steel, and it's got some weight to it. So I was like, pretty happy to find this. It was $8. And initially I really wanted to stick this onto the tile because I wanted to be able to actually clean all of the glass and not go around the holder, but it wasn't working. First, I tried putting it on here and it was slipping all over the place. So I tried to dry it off really well and it still did the same thing. So I had to stick it to the glass, but I mean, that's okay. I'm glad that we actually have a squeegee in here now so that it'll be so much easier to clean the glass. You know, after every time we take a shower, we can just clean off the glass and we won't have to like really, really scrub and kill my hand scrubbing the shower every time that I clean it.
밤이 오면 항상 turn the lights out. Tell me when you want it. Baby, you're the one I wanna know about. We can fall in slowly, yeah. We don't need to do the talking. Get into it, baby, softly, yeah. 매일 on and on, 계속 보는 널. Baby, come and show me. Take my heart, I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me singing like I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on, yeah. 낮이 되면 잠깐 come on outside. Tell me when you want it. Baby, you don't need to know my whereabouts. I don't get too lonely, yeah. We don't need to keep avoiding. Look at me, just baby, I do 매일 on and on, 계속 원하는 널. Baby, come and show me, yeah. Take my heart, I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me feeling like you got me singing like I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on. Like I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but I love it when we do
And on top of this, another thing, my car, we had our mechanic do a diagnostic and an inspection on my car, and I need work done. I also need control arms. I need brakes and rotors. I know that's a regular maintenance thing, oil change, my fuel pump, and a couple of other things. We ordered all of the parts. It is just, it's always something. It is just always something. So I'm grateful because our mechanic is really, like, he's very, very reasonably priced. I'm so glad that we found him. But it's still just like another expense on top of everything else. Like the part, by the way, definitely recommend if you need parts for your car, A1 Auto is very reasonably priced. I mean, car parts are expensive anyway, but so we ordered those and that was like $1,200. I also need new tires after we get this done. So that's going to be like, you know, I mean, depending on what kind of tire we get and all that, like I'd say around another $1,000. And it's just, it feels like it's never ending. Y'all know, it's just, you know, and I know that I mentioned this before, but we just got a new refrigerator. We got a new washer and dryer. So it's always, you don't just bounce back from, you know, spending large amounts of money on things that need to be done in your home or in life. You know, life is just lifing, and it's just, it sucks because, you know, you get a little bit ahead in life and then stuff just happens. And that's why it's always a good idea for, you know, to have an emergency fund and to try to live. We really do try to live below our means and just do all the things, because stuff is always going to come up, but it just seems like when it rains, it pours. And so that's another thing that's just, it's just unfortunate. But, you know, I have a roof over my head and I have my sane mind. I always say this, and I'm healthy. My family's healthy. That's really all that you can ask for. I know that I have it way better, you know, than a lot of people. I'm not trying to say that to sound cocky by any means, but if you catch my drift, like when I think about all the things that are happening in my life, you know what I mean? Like in your life financially or emotionally or whatever it is, I just try to think about the positive things that I have, like, and I know that there's somebody out there that's probably dealing with way worse. So I thank God every day that we're okay and we're going to be okay.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall in love, fall in love. I'll be your savage, I'll be your baddest. Or do you like sweet caramel honey dipped? I'm yours till the beat flips. Don't let it slip. Give up my.
So I got the rugs cleaned and the bathroom is nice and cleaned. I was so happy to get this done. It just feels so good when you get things done around the place, your place. The bathroom isn't always the funnest things to clean, but it definitely needs to be done. So I got myself a good workout in after this. Did you guys watch the NBA finals? So I absolutely love sports. If you're new here, I love them. I love them. And it was so Halliburton when he fell. So hubby and I were watching it, and immediately we were like, he tore his ACL. And then when you saw him go off the court and then you saw the replays, you literally can see it snapping in the clips. that made me so sad. I was definitely going for Indy. I love it when it goes to game 7, like when they play the entire series and then it's down to the wire, like just down to one game. It just makes it so exciting. But I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them. And he was hot. I think he had like 9 points in the first like 7 minutes or something like that. I feel like, I mean, I don't want to just say that because of one star they lost the game, because, you know, anything is possible. But I just really feel like he was heating up, and it would have really, really been a good game if he would have been able to play. Like, that is just so freaking sad. Like, so sad. For an athlete to make it all the way there, that's like your dream come true, and you're playing in the championship and you're hot already, and then you go out so early in the game like that. And that's like that is a major, like a major injury. So I just felt so sad for him, like for him, for the Pacers, just in general. So OKC won, and I mean, they played better, so they won. But I was definitely going for Indy. I was sad that they lost. But anyway, so it's the next morning, and I am getting these dishes done. I wanted to get this out of the way. To be perfectly honest with y'all, I did not want to go to Sam's at all. I was not feeling it. I absolutely, it's like going grocery shopping is so daunting, and it's not my favorite. But then sometimes I feel like I want to go because I like to look at like the home stuff. You know, I want to see what's new there. They always have like new items at Sam's and at Costco, and I feel like I miss out if I don't go.
Yes, afraid to lose each other, counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? Waiting for text back, wondering where you at, or who could you be with? No, I'm not possessive, but you're mine. Okay, I'ma let you live, no shame, no shame, no game. I wanna fall in love, vulnerable in love. Do you want classy? Do you want nasty, babe? I'll give you options. I'll be a perfect day. I'm yours till the night fades. Whoa, don't let it fade. No shame and no game. I wanna fall vulnerable in love. Giggling softly. Could you be laughing at me, or we just giddy? Butterflies flapping in me. Don't stop what you're doing. Yeah, what you doing to me?
I kept going back and forth because this daggone dog, so he loves playing with his toys and everything, and when he plays with his balls, they roll underneath the couch, and unfortunately he did ruin a little bit of the couch where his ramp is from scratching. He kind of ripped a little bit of the leather, which, I mean, it's, you know, I kind of knew that was going to come. I mean, we already had this leather couch before we got Rex, and I absolutely love having a leather couch because it's so easy to clean. I mean, there's pros and cons to both, if you really ask me, in my opinion, but that is something that we've been trying to further prevent because, like I said, when it rolls underneath the couch, he'll just sit there and scratch at it. I mean, obviously he's trying to get the ball back out so he can play with it. And so I was asking little man, I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? So he's been like keeping me in the know of what's going on. And it's funny because little man will take one of his toys, like his broom or his bat or something, and he'll take it underneath the couch to push it out so that Rex can get his balls. So I think that's hilarious. He's such a big helper. But we do take him out in the backyard all the time. We play fetch with him and make sure that he gets, you know, some good playtime in and everything. And I know we could probably have him not go up on the couch, but we enjoy having him, you know, like petting him and having him cuddle with us and sit with us and things like that. So you got to take, you know, the good with the bad.
Didn't happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back. It's time to move on to bigger things. Can't live in the past. Moving on to future me. I wonder who she will be. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh, think it's meant to be. Scary at first when you change, but it's better than being stuck here in your ways. Comfortable, ain't that comfortable no more. Don't wanna go back to how it was before. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh, maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh, always meant to be. Oh, always meant to be. Oh, yeah, always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Oh.
Another thing that I kind of forgot to mention, what I learned if you are on the market for a car or looking for a car, or for someone in your family, is definitely do your research on the actual years of the make of the car that you're wanting to purchase. I have learned so much about that. There's so many different recalls and problems with certain years, that can really affect whether or not you want to purchase that specific year and make. So, obviously they make different versions of the same car, but the years are different. If you're looking for a Jetta, like a 2000 Jetta, there could be a specific recall for that year or a specific problem that consumers complained about. And then Jetta, Volkswagen took it into consideration. And the next year, 2021 or 2023 or whatever, they improved that problem. And so consumers were a lot happier with that year. So there's just so many different things to consider when purchasing a vehicle that it's crazy. And I see why. Honestly, now I really do see why mechanics charge. Well, big corporations, they really do rip off their mechanics. They really, really do. All they're worried about, all that extra money that you're paying, is for the business. It's not to pay their employees. But I see why, mechanics that have their own businesses or whatever, why they charge so much money, because that is time consuming doing all that work. It is a lot of work. And so yeah, it's something that I definitely respect. But yeah, that is something that I learned as well, is really looking up like what specific years have problems, or what years within that make have problems, is basically what I'm trying to say.
You got me overthinking, yeah, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Can't help but picture fantasy. delicate touch of instinct, moving slow but my heart's racing, yeah. And your fingers sliding down my chest. What do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I want you in my life for more than a night. You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Can't help but picture fantasies. Just you and me, like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking here. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. Yeah. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking.
Did several loads of laundry this day. I didn't record everything, but I was trying to get everything out of the dryer before we headed out to Sam's. It's always so convenient when you can hang and fold all of your clothes right when the dryer goes off. That way things don't get wrinkly. So that's what I was trying to do. So super happy that I got the laundry done and out of the way. That's always a good feeling.
Okay. Yeah. Logically, it don't make sense to me. I don't see what you see. For making me wait to call you my lady, making me contemplate, trying to calculate what your side state. Tell me why hesitate, why you keeping me at bay? Don't wanna be in the gray. Baby, I really love your curves, but I need my answers straight. Do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I want you in my life for more than just a night. You got me overthinking, yeah, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Can't help but picture fantasies. Just you and me, like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking here. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking here. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking.
We ended up running a bunch of errands today, and I went to Old Navy. I actually got little man some clothes. Old Navy had some good sales, and then I got myself some clothes at Sam's. I love clothes at Sam's. They are, especially when they go on sale, you can find some really, really good deals. And right now they have Gap there. And they're in their, like, the Gap Athletics. I've actually, the last couple times we went to Sam's, we got hubby some nicer shirts. Their material is really, really nice. It's like the cooling, active, you know, like that cooling active material that keeps you nice and cool in the summertime and feels like really soft. I got some cute little like skirts and a couple tank tops and a skirt dress thing that was pretty reasonably priced. If you need some clothes, I love buying clothes from Sam's. Like, they are legit. They're good. It's good material and they're really reasonably priced. Now, we did buy a bunch of pizza because little man loves this pizza, y'all. That is like his favorite food right now. He likes spaghetti too, but pizza, and it's just really convenient. Like on a day where you want something, you need something quick. Obviously, he's a kid, and so I just pop one of these in the oven. I keep these in the deep freezer, and we were kind of running low. So, and they were on sale whenever you know, it's something that we buy consistently and stuff goes on sale. We try to buy it so that we can stock up. So I stocked up. We only had like four left. We had a couple in the main freezer as well, but we bought several boxes of this so that we can stock up on this. And then that General Tso's chicken, legit. Sam's General Tso's chicken is legit. That was also on sale, so we got a couple boxes of those. So we threw some things out in the deep freezer, and then we also, you know, bought the regular stuff. I got a bunch of fruits, 2 watermelons. Watermelons on sale right now at Sam's, y'all. It's like $5 or something like that. So we got 2 huge watermelons, some pineapples, strawberries, bananas, you know, just all of the things. So stocked up on that. The meat, y'all, oh my goodness. So we usually buy the 90-10, like the huge 10-pound roll of beef, and every single time we go there, it goes up. So the last time that we bought it, we actually didn't, because we had a couple still in the freezer. You know, I've cooked a lot of the meat since then, so we had to get another one. It's like 40, almost $50 now, like $47, something like that. It's just, I remember when that thing was barely even, you know, it was like $38, $39, and now it's like $50 a roll. Granted, it is still better in my opinion. You get way more bang for your buck at Sam's versus going to any other like regular store. I mean, other than the butcher, you know, but it's still, you can just see how the prices of everything is just going up. It's crazy. So I wiped down the refrigerator, some of the shelves. Honestly, the refrigerator really wasn't that dirty. But the shelves, you know, these are the 2 shelves that we use most often. They go in and out, in and out. So I wiped those down. And on the top, the Coke, I just ended up I put that in the fridge before we left because it was on the counter and we had the space. So I like to, you know, just throw that in there. I'm not too much of a pop drinker, Coke, a soda drinker. Hubby likes to have a Coke with dinner. So he is usually the person that drinks the soda. But yeah, I'm just getting everything put away and put up. I do have to separate the meat, but I just ended up throwing the beef in here because honestly, after doing the shopping and everything, you just don't, you know, you want to get the groceries up and put away and just kind of sit down for a bit.
You prey on my weakness, satisfying you while I keep bleeding. I don't know why I got you innocent. You wanna take a piece of my heart again. I'll get you up, 'cause I just don't know. Something in your eyes, the way you stare me that I like. I wanna let you go, but it's like something holds me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You had to let me go. Yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow. We tried too many times. You misbehaving. You must not know me. You make me crazy, kinda like Johnny. Don't sit down better.
I hope that this video brought you a ton of cleaning motivation for the new week coming up. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye.